Good evening, everyone. Bob, the Green Man from Chateau in Mesa, Arizona, Zone 10A. It's been a while. I wanted to do an update video of everything after, well, most everything. We'll take a look at some stuff after the summer. We've got some bananas here that are actually fruiting. There's a rack right there. And another one forming here. This rack of bananas right here was, as you can see, some of them are black. That is because that flowered before I put in my irrigation system. And I recently just put in an irrigation system. We laid 600 feet of pipe, and it was hot that day. But all the trees are enjoying it. I mean, these bananas, zoom out here a little bit. These bananas look amazing now. I don't know if you can see up here, all those dead branches or leaves. That was before I got the irrigation going. And real quick, I'll just do a very quick, what I do. I run irrigation to everything that is has a root system that is shallow and fibrous for the most part. And we do 5 minutes a day. Those are 2.5 gallon bubblers. 5 minutes a day, every day, Monday through Saturday. And then Sunday, 10 minutes. It's kind of like my deep water. So let's walk around. Let's head to the pool area first. We had a very cool summer. And cool by meaning it hasn't been as hot as it has been. This passion fruit starting to come back. Struggled a little bit. Every year I've learned I gotta kick my water up. So next year this will not look like this. This will look, pristine. Like actually the other one, which is right there, it'll look like that one. Lots of new growth on this jujube, and actually it's got quite a bit of fruit on it. We are going to prune this fall for this winter. And actually what we got going here, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's 3 trunks. There's one here, and then one on the back end. I'm gonna cut the 2 out and keep the main one, which actually branches into 2 up here. This is the original trunk right here. And we're gonna see what that does. There's a very good possibility that we only end up with one main trunk. Sugar apple is growing well. It's jaboticaba. This is a red jaboticaba. It's doing quite well. One of the newer trees we have, I was trying to get out of the sun. This is a peanut butter with a fruit on it that is close to being ripe. And we've got new flowers popping out right here. This is a grooming cherry of Rio Grande. This was just added today. I planted this guy. Soursop used to be here. I moved it, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. Wax jambu, growing well. Pink guava. Love guavas. We have a pink, tropical white, ruby supreme, 2 red Malaysian, a Thai white, a Mexican cream, and I think that's all the guavas. Shangri-La mulberry, doing well. This is a guava berry. One thing I learned that after I put this irrigation system in, things really started to take off. This Ambarella was struggling until I gave it consistent water, and now it is pushing out new growth. I mean, look at this branch right here. That's all brand new. I mean, I was struggling with having some leaves looking rough, and consistent water gave this thing quite some vigor. We still have 3 fruit on there. Papaya. This guy's looking good. The size of these leaves, it's awesome. This is a key lime. This is a star apple, and I don't think I gave this enough water this summer, but we've got some growth here, so we're gonna keep at it. We're gonna get this thing back to where it once was. This is another peanut butter with quite a bit of fruit on it, and more new growth with more flowers. Longan. This is just amazing. This longan. Looking great. This is from when it was in a pot. And then these are some of the leaves from when we were real hot. Pushed out, didn't really fully develop, but this tree's doing great. Groomy chama with some signs of sun damage, but we're still pushing out new growth, looking really good. Got a jamun here. Dwarf Cavendish. Here's the Mexican cream. We actually did a video on this. We planted this a few months back. It's doing well because of consistent watering. Starfruit. I've had so much trouble with starfruit, and now this is set to fruit this year, or it should flower and fruit this winter. Consistent water. It's the name of the game. Consistent water. Let's head on back to our tropical zone. Check out some things back there. I will do a video on how I water. Give you guys an idea of how to water. So we have ice cream banana here. No shade. Doing perfectly fine. This is a Rollinia, and The roots are still all right here. I have a bubbler right here. That's about 14 inches away. So when these roots get bigger, you'll be able to get water from this. Right now, I have to water from the hose. And as you see, we have quite a few new bud nodes all the way up here. It's doing well. We're not worried about some leaf scorch. I recently just took off all the shades. I did that yesterday. Our soursop that we had, I moved to right here, hanging out with the black sapote and this tropical white guava. So he's hanging out. We have a santol right here. Lots of new growth. We have a couple of experiments. I'm trying to grow dragon fruit and another mango. And I don't know if you can see them down in there. But that's a mango right down in there. It's tough to see. That is a mango seedling that I grew. That's a Tommy Atkins seed. We'll see what comes of it. We will name it when it fruits. We try the fruit. Here we have a what is this? Cherimoya. Not looking too well. Got no leaves on it. We're going to see if it comes back from the roots. If not, pull it out. This banana was a small guy. Planted this year, and he's doing well. He's got 2 pups now, and any more of that, I'll probably take him out. This is a sapadilla, doing real well, looking good, nice new growth on it. And then, big boy, Jamaican cherry. And this was a real small tree to begin with, probably less than 6 inches when I planted it in February. This is a yellow star apple, not Kaimito, Abiu. A lot of these are the original leaves, and this is from the sun. The sun beat this thing up pretty good. Now all the new growth looking really, really good. Here's a newer tree that I found out about. This is called Kwai Muck. And these 2 leaves are new growth. I got this guy, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. I think I got it in July. Yeah, I got it in July. We're in the 2nd week of September now. And this is sun damage, because this came from Florida. So we got sun damage on our Florida leaves and no damage on our Arizona leaves. So this thing is acclimating well. In case you're wondering what all these pellets are, this is soil sulfur. It breaks down in water and it acidifies the soil. Okay. Most tropical trees need an acidic soil in order to take up water and nutrients and stuff like that. Here's a red Malaysian guava. This is a little guy. And there may be one more tree I put in here. I don't know. Everything is really doing well. It's new growth on this black sapote. So that was growth that was in the shade. And here's new growth that's in the sun. It's a little bit smaller, but it's still doing well. Let's head to the front, check out a couple more trees. All right, let's finish up front here. We have red Malaysian guava. This is an achacha, Bolivian mangosteen. This thing's doing well. This is all from the sun. Not an issue. It did well this first summer. We originally, where that guava is there, had a moringa. And it shaded the chacha and this lychee. Well, when the sun got further south in the sky, we removed the moringa and allowed the lychee to fend for itself. And this lychee actually is established, and this only took 6 months. This is new growth here, and this is actually all this branch here is probably like a week old. This was the first flush. I have a couple leaves out here, I think, still from when it was in a pot. Or maybe they've all fallen off now. They may have all fallen off. But this is all new growth. The lighter colors. Look at that growth. Now, I was always worried about growing lychee because I thought it was really hard to do. And honestly, I have the soil at the right acidity. We water consistently, and it's fed. There's actually a little bit of fertilizer. I don't give lychees very much granular fertilizer, but it gets fish emulsion and in the roots monthly, and then we foliar feed as well. It's looking great. I'm excited for this tree. I don't think it'll flower this winter, but if it does, if I even get one, that'd be great. This was a 3-gallon tree, and like I said, it is just, well, use your eyes. It's looking great, and we still have more growth coming out all over. Next is our mango, and this guy has a great opportunity to flower in the spring. It is doing great. Lots of new growth. I mean, this branch right here came out of nowhere. This is a brand new branch. Where does he start? He starts on the back end over there. This grew out of nowhere. This branch, this branch, this branch, they all grew this year. Consistent water is the key to growing your tropical fruit trees. Kind of rhymed a little bit there. And the last tree we're gonna show today, let me get out of the sun for you, is a Ruby Supreme guava. When I bought it, it had 2 fruits on it. We enjoyed them. They were good. This is all the new growth, so that's where we were when we planted. And all up that way. I can't tell if you can see that or not, because I'm actually in the sun. There we go. Consistent watering, guys. And this is a spicy nectar plum. Now this did not fruit this year. It flowered, but it did not fruit. And I was a little nervous last year because it struggled a bit in the heat. The thing I changed this year is I watered it better this year. Okay. When we got hot, I gave it water twice a week. And this tree's looking great. I see nothing. These are all buds, by the way, for next year. So if it were to flower, it'll flower. It's gonna flower on all this green wood. Actually, we've got some new growth right here. New growth. So that is my update video. Hope you guys learned something. As with my other videos, in Arizona, shade is key, especially when we're over like 110, because you don't need shade, but then you got to just run your water constantly. Shading. Sorry about that, guys. My neighbor started working and got a little loud. Shading is important in Arizona just because of how intense our sun is. So I would basically say anytime we're over 100 in the first summer that you have your tropical trees in Arizona, I would shade them. And anytime we're over 110, I would throw a shade on. Like I said, I threw a shade up on these. They look a lot better when they're not as hot. These leaves that were coming out were not this dark. They were almost translucent, if you will, when I didn't have the shade on them. Also, consistent watering is a key, and it will help the tree with water uptake and transpiration. Anyway, guys, like I said earlier, I hope you learned something. I'm glad to be back. I am going to do a video on how I water, and I'll show you my system. I'll probably do that maybe next month. It is still a little warm right now, or if I get wild hair, I'll do it early in the morning. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave a like, comment, whatever you do. And until next time, guys, have a great day.